looking rough. You see this today? I wasn't looking like this.
We gonna talk every day. We gonna talk every day. We gonna talk every day. Yeah. We gonna talk every day. We gonna talk every day.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another vlog. This is gonna be pretty much like a weekend vlog because it is Friday afternoon, like lunchtime. I am actually headed to go look at a rental space. I'm dressed like I'm going on an interview because she is, the boss is still in here. So there are some things that I'm about to embark on in my life now that kind of just sprung out of, I don't want to say out of nowhere, but I didn't know it was going to happen this soon and this quickly again. So I'm just running with it and taking the chance, and I just have such a peace and such a good feeling about it. But I don't want to go too deep into it because I do have some people watching me that want me to fail. It may not be y'all, but just know I have learned my lesson about moving in silence in life. And so yeah, but anyway, I'm starting this vlog off. I am here getting a coffee, and then I'm gonna head to the space to go see the place, and then yeah, we're gonna go from there. I need to go pick up some groceries because I'm gonna be cooking because Easter is Sunday, and so my grandma wanted to do like a family dinner. So I love a good Sunday dinner, a good family dinner. So I'm excited about that. But I need to get a turkey, and I need to get stuff to make macaroni and cheese. So I'll do that after I go see the place. Y'all, I feel like so much is changing in my life. There's been some surprises. But I'm running with it, okay? I'm in that place in my life where fear is not holding me back. Honestly, I'm the type of person where I'm not afraid of failure. Like, I feel like I've jumped out and done stuff and saw how it went and learned from it before in my life and grown from it. And so I'm not afraid of failure. I'm not afraid of starting over. I'm not afraid of putting myself out there again. Really, period. I just have gotten to a place where I don't care about what people have to think about me. Do you want what you want in life, or do you want to be held back because you're worried about what other people have to say about what you want to do in life? Because at the end of the day, what you take a chance on and put the work in and see like where it goes, the success you get from that. Even if the success isn't this big, grand success, the success you get from that will mean more than just people not supporting you. All right. Okay, y'all, so I got my frozen coffee. I'm about to head to the place because I need to be there in 35 minutes. And I don't know how far it is. I just kind of left my house and assumed. But I need to be there in 35 minutes. So I will check in with you guys when I am either leaving the place or about to go get groceries.
Imagine what I did to my friends in Milan. 2K enemies to busting on my plans. Friends like alone, I'm not taking any chance. Only high key, we have blessings in place like who? I saw all the things like who? Sending all the way, that's cool. Side niggas ever think I'm a fool, but I'm listening to you. Making pieces.
Hey y'all, so I am done touring the places that I was going to tour to get started. I am so excited. I feel such a peace, and yeah, so new beginnings in places that I know that I'm meant to be and things that I'm meant to be doing. So anyway, I'm finally here, about to get this stuff for dinner on Sunday. So I'm looking for a turkey. I just love turkey, and I still have stuff left over, like the marinade stuff that I want to use. So I'm gonna cook a turkey, and then I'm gonna be cooking macaroni, and then my other family will be cooking other stuff. So Good morning, you guys. It's 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and I'm not normally up at this time. I will fill you guys in once I'm done. Pretty. Thank you. Thank you. No. Have you been to this before?
No, I have not.
Oh, me neither. Okay, quick update before I go try out this new, well, it's not new, but it's new to me, a coffee spot. So this is Foxtail Coffee Co. I have seen this place so many times and I just have never went. So I'm about to go try a latte that I saw online that I want to try. But I got up at pretty much 6 o'clock at 5:50 on this lovely Saturday morning. That is not me, and I don't think that will ever, hopefully, be something that I do routine in my life. I like to sleep in on Saturdays, and that is my day where I don't like too much pressure. But anyway, I was invited to this event where it was like fellowship and prayer and just talking about the real life things that, you know, we face as women. But it was like a sunrise thing, so I needed to be at the beach by 7 and the beach is not near me, so it took me a little minute, a little drive, so I had to get up super early, but it was well worth getting up and going to the event. I got to meet some nice ladies and just people from different walks of life. One thing about it is I can get along and just be around all different kinds of people, so that doesn't bother me, and I felt like the experience was definitely needed. So I really enjoyed the event. That's the only reason I got up. Honestly, I feel like it was God. He was like, let's get up, because once that alarm went off, I was like, I think I want to go back to sleep. But it was like something in me that was just like, get up, get up, get up, and just stop being lazy. And you see how life works. So there was somebody when I first started working, like my first adult job, what I consider adult job, there was somebody that I met, and the unit that I worked during that time, it wasn't a lot of people that looked like me. It wasn't a lot of black girls that I felt like I was able to, not saying that I couldn't mix and mingle with other people, but sometimes when you're in a place where you're really a minority in that place, sometimes it just feels good to know that there's somebody else that you can relate to that may have been through the same things or may go through the same struggles as you, even if it's in that very place that you're at or elsewhere. And so I had met a girl when I had first started working there, and she would come to like my area. She wasn't like a direct person in my area, but she would come and work sometimes. So she was at the thing today, so I got to reconnect with her, which I'm so excited about. She's still the same sweet person that I know, and just to see like the healing that we all were able to get, whatever type of healing we were able to get today, that was amazing. So yeah, you know, you gotta be well-rounded out here. Okay, so we done went out and had our little I don't know if you would call it therapy, but I done went out and had my session. So now it's time for my coffee. And then I wanted to go to Crumble Cookie. So Crumble Cookie is not far from the coffee place. I'm going to go get those cookies, and then I'm going to go home because I have to prep these turkey wings, which I don't know if I filled you guys in. Yesterday was just a lot going on. I was so tired, but still had so much to do. So I was just working. But I'm gonna actually end up, instead of a full turkey, I'm gonna end up making turkey wings and just make some smothered turkey wings. I have in my mind how I'm gonna make it. This is my first time making it, so we'll just see how it goes. And then I have to make macaroni too. But I'm also going out with my cousin tonight. We are going to a restaurant that I wanted to get last weekend, if you watched my last vlog, but it just didn't work out. But I found out the restaurant changed the name, but they still look like they have good food. Like, it's the same owner and everything, just a different name. So I'm gonna try something different at that restaurant tonight. And then she wanted to hang out after it. So my whole weekend is packed. I'm usually busy. I usually have things to do, and I'm just gonna have to learn how to balance. And then this new chapter of my life that I'm stepping into, I'm definitely gonna have to learn to balance my schedule even more, because it's just, I'm in a time of figuring it out, but in a good way. Not like figuring out where I feel lost and all over the place, but figuring it out as far as like, this is a new chapter, and I'm just trying to see how to now move with the ebbs and flows of this chapter. But I wanted to fill y'all in on this morning. It was really good, really nice. I tried to get some footage without, you know, like overstepping people's privacy, especially talking about things like that. And then we were also praying and stuff, and I just feel like that's weird to just pop out my cell phone or my camera to start filming people in the middle of prayer. I just feel like that's weird. Like, I want to respect people's spiritual privacy. Okay, you guys, let's go. All right, y'all, let's go get some coffee. This is a new place that I'm trying. I've never been before.
Imagine what I did to my friends in Milan. 2K enemies the busting on my plans. Friends like alone, I'm not taking any chance. Only high key, we have blessings in place like who? I saw all the things like who? Standing all the way, that's cool. Bad niggas that me think I'm a fool, but I'm listening to you. Picking pieces from my life that remain. I can't explain all the problems that I face. Thousand hate and I'm steady on my face. On the fucking mic, I'm a spreading my rage. I'ma ride on, I'ma lead on like a King Kong, I'ma stand strong. Don't know why I did wrong. I did it so long, I go to the ups and they trying to get me down. I don't like your hustle, I ain't like me now. They lost the game, so they're trying to get me out. I history, when I stop the stage, making history. When I'm gone, man, I'm going, y'all gon' miss me. What is I gonna do? I don't know what to do. Yeah, I know what to do.
Y'all, so I have to get on the mic just to let you know that this coffee is the pistachio macaron, or yeah, I think it's a pistachio macaron latte. This is the best coffee I've ever had. Now it got bumped up to #1. And my sandwich was amazing. The trip here was definitely worth it. I think this is gonna be one of my new like go-to coffees to pick up when I'm out and about. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10. All right, anyway, now I'm at 8. I'm about to go to Crumble Cookie in a little bit. I'm gonna sit out here for a little bit because it's so nice, and I like experiencing like the breeze and the cars driving by. But I'm gonna go to Crumble Cookie in a little bit and then head home.
See, that's interesting. I don't really know what to say.
Okay, y'all, let's head to Crumble Cookie.
Yes, mainline. We gon' talk every day. We gon' talk every day. We gon' talk every day. Yeah.
Alright, Y'all, so I have these cookies from Crumble Cookies. They did not have the cookies that I wanted to try. I guess that was only for a week, but I'm not a big cookie fan. But the way I've been hearing about these cookies, it must be good. So I actually ordered 2 of the lemon and 1 of the chocolate chip, I thought. But I think he gave me 2 chocolate chip and 1 lemon. I could be wrong. But anyway, I'm about to do a taste test. And the way I've been seeing these online, I need it to be spectacular. Give me 14 of them, if you get what I'm saying. This is his chocolate chip. It's not a bad cookie, but it's just giving chocolate chip cookie. It's not anything that I feel like I would be in a rush to go get again. And then I'm about to try the lemon one. I like the way, the presentation and everything. It does have some icing type of stuff on it also. And this is a real lemon, so we love it. Love the presentation. Oh, let's try this one. This one isn't bad. I just feel like they taste like cookies. I mean, it tastes like fresh cookies, but I'm also not a cookie person. If I ever was like out and about and somebody was with me and was like, let's go to Crumble Cookies, I would go to Crumble Cookies. But I don't feel like it's necessarily something I'm just going to go out of my way to go to. But overall, the quality of the cookies are good. The chocolate chip one was really soft. The lemon one was pretty soft too. It was a little more crunchier. But I like the lemon flavor. So yeah, I could put this behind me. Because I just felt like I needed to go try it. And maybe also too, they didn't really have a big selection for me to choose from when we going in there. I, based off of what I saw online, saw a much greater selection. So I guess they either are out of the ones that I wanted to try now, or they don't make them all the time. Hey y'all, so I've been home for a little bit. I was supposed, to be resting, but I'm doing like house stuff, like cleaning, doing laundry, stuff like that. But now it is time to go ahead and prep these turkey wings so that tomorrow all I gotta do is pop them in the oven in the morning, and then I also have to make mac and cheese for dinner tomorrow. So yeah, I'm about to season everything. I done cut up some onions, I cut up some celery, and I'm gonna toss some garlic cloves on top. I want to make sure these are extra seasoned, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm going in with some seasoned salt. All right. Oh, I also have to, I forgot to, this part, I'm glad I just thought about it. So I had some leftover turkey marinade that you're supposed to inject in turkey from Christmas time. So it's been in the fridge and it's just sitting there. So I'm going to actually put it in these turkey wings because that made the turkey so juicy and so good. So I'm going in with garlic powder. I feel like I use pretty much the same seasonings pretty much every time I cook. So I'm going in with the onion powder. I am putting some parsley. I honestly, if I would have remembered, would have preferred to do the injection of the turkey wings prior to seasoning, but it's whatever, I'll still do it. And then I have some ground pepper. And then I am gonna add some bay leaves just because I have so many herbs in there that I barely use. So just to add something, a little razzle dazzle. So I'm just gonna put that in the pan on the sides. All right, so this is what the first side looks like with all the seasoning and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and get the injection stuff ready so I can inject the wings. Okay, y'all, so this is what I was wanting to use, but I don't have as much as I thought I had, so I think I'm gonna just use the rest of this. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and use this. I feel like it'll be fine. I feel like it'll mix fine together. Okay, so let me prep this. All right, y'all. So pour. I probably poured too much. But you know what? I'm gonna just keep this as one whole thing because I do like the Cajun seasoning. And shake it. All right, we not finna have no dry turkey. Hey y'all, so I am kind of in a rush. I was asleep and my alarm went off, so I went back to sleep and I only had probably like 30 to 40 minutes to get ready so I can meet my cousin to go out to eat, and she wanted to hang out afterwards, but I have been so tired because I got up so early this morning. Anyway, I just threw on the first dress that I saw in the closet. I don't even know if it's worth even showing. And threw on some makeup and did my hair. But I literally am about to head out like right now because I have to be there by 8:30 and it's 8 o'clock now, so.
If I play fair, stand alone, we don't get along. Tell them stay there, wherever I go, I'm at home, I'ma take care. Just relax, let me make these racks, tell them stay clear. Ain't that really what we here for? Try to keep me down, try to stop me, but I still go. What you thought, after all this work, I was still full. I ain't them, my strength from within, and I still glow. Protecting my peace, I'm so spiritual, shook 'em up.
So I just got home from church. I am currently cooking. So I have the turkey wings in the oven now. I started cooking a little before I left because y'all, I set my alarm for 6 o'clock this morning to get up so I can just cook everything and be done with it. I don't even remember my alarm going off. And I think I only set like one alarm. I think I only set like one alarm at 6. Actually, you know what? I set an alarm at 7 too because I kind of figured I probably wasn't going to get up at 6. But I don't even remember those alarms. I just remember getting up and looking at the time and being like, oh my goodness. So I got up. I started by boiling the noodles, put the turkey wings in the oven with some chicken stock. I put the chicken stock in there just so it doesn't dry out or anything, and it kind of helps it cook a little bit. But I tried not to put too much because I feel like then it can take even longer for it to cook. They have another hour right now to be cooking, and the reason I'm like kind of rushed and like I'm not really all over the place, but I'm kind of trying to rush is because I'm supposed to be out of here in like an hour, maybe 15 minutes max. But I'm not gonna leave before the food is finished cooking. Anyway, turkey wings are in the oven right now. I'm about to melt down some cheese and butter. I'm gonna add some cream cheese and some I won't add the heavy whipping cream right now. So cheese blocks that I cut up earlier this morning before I left. This is the cheese I'm going to be using. This time I have the Gouda and the Colby Jack. For some reason, I can't find the goat cheese that I got from Publix too. I don't know if I had that on camera, but I picked up some goat cheese with like garlic and herbs. So I have to find that really quick. I'm going to put that in a pan once this butter melts down a little bit. And yeah, once I get that done, then I can move on and show you the rest of the mac and cheese. I kind of have my own personal recipe down pat now, how I like to cook it, and I feel like I recently have perfected everything. So yeah, you guys, I cannot find this goat cheese, so I don't know if I ended up leaving it at the store, but I'm putting in the cheese now that I have. And then I'm putting in cream cheese with this so it can start melting down. This I like to keep watching because this cheese can burn if you just leave it. So, okay y'all, so I just switched this over to a larger pan. And I'm going to let this cook a little bit and go ahead and get my noodles in another pan so they can be ready to be mixed and everything. Okay y'all, so I am adding some black pepper, a little bit of sea salt, and some paprika on the noodles. I thought about garlic and onion, but I don't know if I want to do that today. I may add a little bit of garlic. Okay, a little bit of garlic. Now I feel like I need to add a little bit of onion. Whenever I add garlic, for some reason I feel like I need to add onion.
Got me some space to eat, it's a miracle. I don't need metronome, stay on beat. I was born with it, I just made extra dough in my sleep. Then I flourish with it, I need more interest, it's on me. I ignore patient, I'm focused on me. Stay off socials, I ignore mention. Sorry for the distance, but not really, it just mean we different.
Alright you guys, I'm going in with this cheddar cheese from Campbell's.
You keep doing you, been doing me. I've been doing splendid. I be spitting, they ran out of bars like they leave in prison. I make smart investments, spend a little bit, do more addition.
Once I started using this just like made everything perfect. It just helps to keep the moisture whenever the macaroni and cheese is baking. I'm going in with some heavy whipping cream.
Preserve my time, I don't listen, they be preaching fiction.
And the cheese has melted down with the butter. So I am pouring that in here.
That's on my mind, be the difference, only seeking wisdom. I been gave them the game, should have been more attentive. I've been merging through lanes, I got too many isms. They been moving insane, I mean look at they get up. I've been trying to maintain to make it look a winner. They still wouldn't stand a chance if I play fair, stand alone. We don't get along, till I stay there. Wherever I go, I'm at home, I'ma take care. Just relax, let me make these racks till I stay clear.
So the turkey wings have been cooking. I am now about to smother them in this gravy, and then I'm about to head out because I need to get down where I'm going. So I'm gonna actually allow this to finish cooking there for the last little bit of time, but I just wanted to make sure everything was overall cooked.
Protecting my peace, I'm so spiritual. Shook 'em off, got me some space to eat. It's a miracle, I don't need metronome, stay on beat. I was born with it, I just made extra dough in my sleep. Then I flourish with it, I need more interest, it's on me. I ignore patient, I'm focused on me. Stay off socials, I ignore mention. Sorry for the distance, but not really, it just mean we different. You keep doing you, been doing me. I've been doing splendid. I be spitting, they ran out of bars like they leave in prison. I make smart investments, spend a little bit, do more addition. I preserve my time, I don't listen, they be preaching fiction. All that's on my mind, be the difference, only seeking wisdom. I been gave them the game, should have been more attentive. I've been merging through lanes, I got too many isms. They been moving insane, I mean look at they get up. I've been trying to maintain to make it look a winner. They still wouldn't stand a chance if I play fair, stand alone. We don't get along, till I stay there. Wherever I go, I'm at home, I'ma take care. Just relax, let me make these racks till I stay clear. Ain't that really what we here for? Try to keep me down, try to stop me, but I still go. What you thought, after all this work, I was still full. I ain't them, my strength from within, and I still glow.
Hey you guys, so it is Monday. I've been on the go this whole weekend, but I've been on the go today since I left this morning, since I left the house this morning. So I have an appointment to get my nails done, y'all. They desperately needed to be done, okay? It's not that I can't get my nails done, but I just feel like I'm always busy or doing something. That it's one of those things that I like having them done, but I won't push them off. So I got my nails and toes done because they really needed it. And I ran a few errands today. One thing that I needed to do for sure was I need to wash those rugs that I keep in the house because they just need to be washed. Those things were in my trunk for probably about a good 2 weeks. And I was meaning to wash them, but you know when you have stuff to do, but like some stuff is like not as important as the other stuff. I felt like washing rugs was not the most important thing on my list. And I just have been in a place in my life of building and just starting so many things. And if you have ever been in that place, or if you're somebody in the same kind of, I guess, circumstance in life, it can require a lot out of you in those different spaces. Y'all, I'm really tired, so I'm talking, but I'm here. I'm just trying to formulate everything together because I'm exhausted. Like, this has been a very busy weekend. But anyway, that's done. And then y'all, this morning on the way to getting my nails done, I saw this sign from one of my favorite chocolatiers in town, and they had Dubai bars, I think, on the sign, or Dubai chocolate. So I knew they meant the pistachio filling chocolate, and I was honestly gonna order it on TikTok, but it's just, you know, like you get distracted, and I don't know why, honestly. I don't even think I was distracted. I just kept pushing it off. I think because I didn't want to order it and be disappointed. And from what I was seeing, it was like $30 for a bar. And you know, I just wasn't feeling spending $30 on something that I might not like. And I don't know if I can really ship it back, get my money back. Anyway, that was one of the things. Like, I really wanted to try the bar, but I felt like $30 is a lot to spend on a chocolate bar that you don't know if you're gonna really like. So I saw it. So I was like, once I finish doing all my errands and stuff, I'm gonna go back by and get one of the bars. So here are the bars, y'all. They did it, I guess, tried to make it look like the ones that are actually from Dubai or that have been sold online. And yeah, this was actually $15. I felt a little better about $15 versus $30. Although I'm pretty sure you'll get more with the official ones that you buy that are $30. I don't even know if the official ones are $30, but the ones on TikTok and the kit were like $30 are the ones that people are making, like other brands are making, like the one from Dubai, have been like $30. So I'm imagining that the ones from Dubai might be even more than that. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure this is gonna taste like it. So yesterday I saw that my local chocolatier was selling their version of the Dubai chocolate bars, so I had to go in and get one. It just didn't sit right with me to pay $30+ for a chocolate bar online and not know if I would like it. Now it is time for a taste test. I was actually very nervous about this. I love the attempt to make it look similar to the original chocolate bar. The inside looked like how I've been seeing online, so that made me less nervous. You guys, at first I was in shock and then surprised, and then all the flavors just started coming in. It has this yummy buttery flavor, and then the crunchiness and the chocolate, it was perfection. Speaking of that, pistachio, and y'all, I can talk. I can go from one thing to the next when I feel like talking. Now, if I don't feel like talking, you probably won't get a peep out of me, but I guess I'm in a talking mood. So pistachio has really been making like this, I've noticed like it's a trend over the past few years in beauty, and I guess chocolate, and coffees. So one of my favorite fragrances, the Sol de Janeiro, which I got that fragrance, I want to say when Sol de Janeiro first came out with like fragrances and stuff like that, and the Bum Bum Cream. I still have the original packaging for the mist of the original scent. I just recently bought another one, and there's a difference in how the packaging is, and I just thought that was so cool. I was thinking about, should I keep the packaging because it's different? Anyway, that's not what I'm trying to talk about. But anyway, pistachio is one of the notes in that fragrance, and I noticed like that took off, and even other brands are trying to make dupes for that scent. And then I know the Kayali pistachio fragrance, which I honestly have been thinking about maybe just going ahead and getting it. The reason I haven't gotten that one, and it is a gourmand scent, is because whenever I've sprayed it, I don't really smell it on me. Like, it is so light that it's hard for me to really get the scent. And so, sorry y'all, I feel a piece of hair on my lips. So, I ended up getting a dupe of that scent, and it's so strong, and I love wearing a dupe. But now I think I may go back to Sephora one day and just spray it on me again and invest in it, because the last time I was at Sephora, this girl, which I don't know, do I just look like I know about beauty stuff? But I was looking regular that day. I wasn't all done up and stuff. And she came up to me and she sprayed that of the Kayali on, and she was like, does this smell good on me? Which made me feel so good, because it's like, you trust my advice for beauty stuff? I like this. So I was like, and I don't work there, y'all. So it wasn't like I was in uniform or nothing. I don't work there. But I smelled it on her, and I was like, it's so light. I was like, it smells really good on you, but it's so light. Like, I can barely smell it. Though I can smell it on you, it just is not giving a very strong perfume. And I think she had said it was the other Kayali fragrance, the Young Bougie Marshmallow. And I was like, that doesn't smell like that. I was like, that smells different on you. Look at me knowing, you know, all the things. But I was like, that smells really different on you. And she was like, no, it's the yellow one. At first she said it was that one. I was like, oh, I thought so. I was like, because that does not smell like that. But anyway, it smelled really pretty on her, even though it was super light. And so maybe I'll go back and like spray it again. But to me, that would be like just a fragrance to layer with some of my other fragrances, like the Sol de Janeiro one, if it's that light. Like, I told her, because she was like, she sprayed it one time. I was like, girl, you gotta go back and spray that like 5 times, because one time is not gonna do it. So she went back and sprayed it, and it smelled really good on her. But even with the extra sprays, when she came back, it still was really light. My whole point in talking about that is like the pistachio is big in that. A lot of fragrances I'm noticing the pistachio is a thing. And now I'm seeing like the coffees, the pistachio flavored coffees is a big thing. Y'all, so I went back to the coffee shop today because I wanted another one of those coffees. And it's so good. But while I was there, I was like, I'm going to utilize this time to get work done. So I was able to get actually a lot of stuff done. Stuff that I wasn't even thinking about getting done, along with what I wanted to do there. Because it just felt so peaceful, and everybody was working there. So I was like doing their work, wherever they work. And I was like, yeah, this might be a new spot to get stuff done. It's so good that I ordered some pistachio latte syrup so that I can make my own at home, because I'm trying to stay from eating so many coffees out, because I feel like that just adds extra sugar and calories when I'm trying to be consistent on this healthier calorie range. And then also I feel like if I can make it myself, why spend the extra money? So now I just get coffees here and there. I know lately in the vlogs it may have seemed like I'm getting them every day. No, just like sometimes on the weekends. And if I just randomly feel like I haven't had one in a while, because I like the way the ones that I make at home taste now. Like, I've got my groove in making my own lattes at home. And then as far as the pistachio, I see now this chocolate is really popular. So, and then before I end this vlog, I just wanted to end it on this note. This may not resonate with everybody, but you're welcome to watch, because I feel like, you know, you can still learn, not even really learn, but I'm just sharing like things that I have gotten revelation from my own life and kind of what's going on in my own life. Not too much though, because, you know, sometimes people be in your business too much. But I just feel like this will help somebody. There's been things that I have watched, and years later down the line, I still think about the message or the words that were spoken, and it makes sense in my life later. So anyway, what I want to share is that I am in a new season in my life, and in this new season, I feel like it just like out of nowhere, like I just got this vision for what I'm supposed to be doing now. Like in a day, it feels like I just got this breakthrough of, you need to do this now. You need to go this route. Like, I know you got this going on, but you need to start working on this too. And I'm going to be honest, I had hit a place where I was like, I feel like I should be doing more than this. And it's not to say that what I'm doing is insignificant, but I just know that I am supposed to be doing more than this. This is just not enough for me. Like, I feel like I'm in the years of my prime where I can put in that extra work to see the results that I want to see. This is why I say it may be, what I'm talking about may be specific to certain people, because I believe that there genuinely are certain people that are called to wealth, that are called to see great amounts of money. And some signs that you may see may be, maybe you just can't fit in at a regular job. It's like every time you try, it's like it hasn't worked out. Not saying that you couldn't have worked it and you couldn't have done it well, but it's like eventually you realize like there's no peace in the jobs that you have been working, and it's just like nothing fits what you're supposed to be doing, because what you're supposed to be doing is building wealth in your own way. And that could be your own business, that could be your own product line, whatever it is, in a way that you were supposed to build wealth. I used to see myself like in middle school and high school, just seeing myself being my own boss, like, you know, just running things. Like, yeah, I have my family and stuff, but I also am running my own businesses and things. And so that has never left me. That has always been in me. And it's just something that is just a part of me. And I, even though I have had times when I stepped out and like started a business, I was terrified when I first did it. But now it's like, once you do something, it's not really terrifying anymore. And for that season, that's what I was supposed to do. And for this season, I have other things that I'm working on and getting ready to embark on. And so now it's like, it has all come together, like, oh, okay, so this is why I feel like this. Oh, y'all see, I be sometimes jumping. So some other signs could be that you just have this dream inside of you, like it won't go away. You have this dream to do this specific thing. That could be, you know, a sign that you're called to greater, that you're called to wealth, because you're supposed to do it in your own way. You're supposed to fulfill this vision. And it doesn't mean that it's going to happen right away when you embark on a journey. There's this lady, actually, a brand that I love. It's a Black owned brand. And I was reading her story. I don't even remember how I read it. But anyway, I got to her story and she created a bag, and I believe it's like 12 years. It took 12 years before it took off. But she started selling then. And now these bags are everywhere, okay? So sometimes you just need to start. You may not reach the pinnacle in a year, in 6 months, in 5 years. But if you keep going, if you believe in it enough, eventually it will lead to something else. If it's meant for you, eventually it may lead to wealth and these other things. And so probably about 2 weeks ago, I'll say, I remember I have read this scripture before. I'm going to read it to you guys in a second. But you know how you'll hear like people say, oh, you need 7 streams of income to be wealthy. I don't know if I necessarily would say that for everybody is going to have 7 streams of income. Like the thought of having 7 streams of money coming into your life, just even for me, sounds overwhelming, especially if you're not a person that is used to managing things like that, or maybe all you do know is the job that you're working and you can't even imagine how to get other ways. Of course, I do believe that there are other ways. Everybody's life is different, and everybody's way of getting those streams will be different. If you feel like you're called to like great wealth or a certain amount of money in your life. I feel like another sign, here I go again, back to that, could be maybe you just see yourself living this certain type of lifestyle, and you know that job that you're working is not going to afford that lifestyle. So you have to make a decision. Are you going to play it safe and stay and just hope that you'll save enough over time to be able to attain some of these things from the lifestyle that you want? Are you just going to take a chance on yourself? Are you going to bet on yourself? Yeah, you may fail the first time. Maybe you might have to get up a couple more times, but eventually you're going to hit the jackpot when you decide to go this route, and maybe you branch out and start a business or whatever it is you need to do. And I'm not saying quit your job, okay? You're not hearing that from me. You have to make your own decision for your life. Even when I was doing my first business, I was working full time. So I still was just majorly putting in that grind because there was a dream in me that I needed to fulfill, that I felt I needed to do. Okay, so the scripture is Ecclesiastes 11:2, and it says, invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. And this is the NIV if you care about the version. You know how people are always like, oh, you need 7 streams of income. So that came back to me, that scripture came back in my mind. Like I thought about it, and then probably like a week later, I got on this lady's live who I ran into her live probably like maybe 2 years ago, and I would get on her TikTok live and watch her live, and she's always like motivating you, like, you need to do this, we're gonna get to wealth, you need to buy land. Like, she has different things that she says, and you know, again, everything isn't for everybody. But I resonated with her lives. And so like for like a year, I don't think I've seen this lady. And then she randomly popped back up. So I clicked her live. You know what? She referenced that same scripture. And so things like this, I've now realized, not just coincidences in my life. And so I started thinking again, and she was like, yeah, you may need, like, she was giving examples of like, you may need to start doing this again or doing that again. You need to open your boutique, or you need to open this, giving different examples, because she was like, it's time to get to your wealth. And then she had her own testimony about how she was living, and she has said this herself. I'm not even saying her name, so I don't really know if it matters. She gave her own testimony about how the house she was in, she was renting out actually. And before that, she was in an Airbnb, like living in an Airbnb with her family. And then the house she was renting, she was like, it was falling apart all year. It wasn't in a good area. And like, she just was not happy with where she was. And then she like prayed and believed. And at a certain time, I don't know how long, I don't think it was like years, but I don't know how long she's been on her journey. But at a certain time, she was like, God opened the door for her to be in like this luxury apartment now with her family. She has a kitchen in the condo. Well, she said condo, y'all. Let me get it right. She said condo. So now she has this kitchen in her condo and in a general area for all the people that live there, all the residents. High-rise condo. Let me put that in there. For all the residents, there's another kitchen. So she was like, that was one of her dreams too, because she wanted to do like cooking content. And so now she has this kitchen that she could do her content in. That's not her kitchen in the condo. And so she was talking about how she didn't even know how she was going to get the money to afford this condo. And she didn't have it, I guess, in the bank or whatever, or she only had like a certain amount, and she needed to pay, you know, all the fees you have to pay up front before moving into a place. So I'm assuming she's renting out the condo. She was like, the first month, or like the first 2 months were free, and some other incentives she got. And she was back on the talk about like wealth. Like, you just gotta do it. Like, you can't be worried about who is looking at you, who is talking about you. You can't be worried about that. If you know you're called to something, you're supposed to have something, you just gotta do it. You're gonna be talked about anyway. You're gonna be talked about anyway. When I learned that, it was like, okay, whatever. When the people that are supposed to love me the most did me dirty, I just started to see life from, you gotta do what you gotta do. You're gonna be talked about. You're going to be, people are gonna laugh at you. But when you get to that place, the person that's gonna be laughing is not them anymore. It's gonna be you laughing. And no, you don't laugh at the people, but it's just like how life does. Like, the people that were not happy with you when you were in that low place. Oh, but when you get to that high place, they're gonna be the same people asking you how you did it. Can you help me? I'm trying to now start my own thing and do this. So you just gotta push that aside and go for it. You gotta have tunnel vision. You can't be worried about what everybody else gotta say. Anyway, it's time to lock in. You can't be hanging out with your friends all the time, okay? You're trying to go places. It is time to lock in and do what you need to do. You need to grind, okay? It is grind time. Grind time. Maybe not for everybody, but you'll know if it's time for you. It is grind time. Lock in and do what you need to do. It can be even if you're just trying to focus on leveling up personally, not necessarily financially or wealth or anything like that. You're just trying to level up personally. You have to lock in, get rid of the distractions, and go for it. Give yourself 6 months, a year, whatever you feel like you need to get to where you need to go, and see how much progress you make by actually pouring into whatever it is and putting that work into whatever it is. And then along with what the lady was saying on her live, it was like probably couple of days later, I just had this feeling inside, like, I need to do this again. I need to start this again. This desire that I have for what I want to embark on is so strong again. And so I just started looking up stuff, and then just like out of nowhere, I just got the confirmation. And then once I was like settled on the idea, I just got more confirmations. So y'all, it's time. It's time. So for me personally, I'm realizing like, oh, so the way I'm being led in my life is like the streams. Like I'm starting these streams, and I didn't even think about it until now. But you just gotta do it. It is wise. This is a wisdom to have these different streams, to invest in different things, to start different things. Yes, again, it may not look successful or be fruitful right away, but if you're in the right thing and you're doing what you need to do, eventually the stuff is gonna come. Eventually something gotta break. Eventually what's yours is yours, okay? You want a Chanel bag? You want some diamonds? You want a mansion? You want, a luxury vehicle? And it doesn't have to be about all those things. It can just be you want to live comfortably with your family. It doesn't have to be those dramatic things. But most people want those type of things. They don't care about the other stuff. They want the bling bling. So you want that stuff. You want it in the right way where it's going to last and you don't got to look over your shoulder. You get what I'm trying to say. Then you got to figure out what those things are. So this was just like a quick message. If you are called to, like, you just know you're called to maybe entrepreneurship, maybe you're called to live a wealthy life, and don't let people put you down, because I have noticed that people don't like people with money, and there's other things I've noticed, but one thing I've noticed is some people really hate people with money. Like, there's this deep-rooted hate for them. So don't get caught up in that. So you have to really get out of your head and stop worrying about people. Nobody is gonna root for yourself harder than yourself. Nobody is gonna root for yourself harder than your own self. So anyway, y'all, I feel like this vlog has been all over the place. I hope that whatever message I was trying to get out has gotten out, and the people that are meant to get it will get it. But that's just my life sometimes. Sometimes I'm out doing this. Sometimes I'm working on this. Sometimes I'm here, I'm there, I'm exploring. But I just hope it all came together for you guys. If it didn't, this is just my life, okay? This is just it. Yes, I love where I'm at today. Like earlier when I was just sitting down and working on stuff at the coffee shop, I had time to just sit and think, like, I love this woman that I am becoming, and the way I got to become this woman is to let go of things that I need to let go of, whether it was people in my life, whether it was where I was working, all these things I had to let go and go through the processing to now be in this place. And I'm still in the process of becoming. I'm still in the process of gaining the things that I want. And I'm just thinking, like, even material things that I have a vision for that I want, that has been my motivation. Girl, you want this? You need to go do this. Start on this project and get to work so these things that you're wanting, you can get, and it's not a problem even thinking about, oh, that it costs this much or is this much. Okay, so I just am now in a place, like, I went through some rough seasons before getting through this season, okay? Like, I was looking rough. You see this today? I wasn't looking like this. Some days, y'all, I didn't even want to get out of the bed. But I went through the process. I just had to get through the hard season so I can get to this season now where I have hope again for what life can be, okay? And so now I'm just in a place where I'm grateful for that process. I'm grateful for the bad season because now I can see further, I can see greater, I can see past it. And I have the grit. I have the, like, I was just thinking, like, I'm not even afraid to fail anymore. And I think it's because of all the things I've gone through. Like, I hit a season where I felt like I was at rock bottom. It may not have looked like that to other people, but I felt like I was at the bottom. That stuff didn't even matter anymore to me at that point. And so for me to be at this place now that I'm back up and back in a better place is like, at this point, I've been humiliated before. I've been at my low place. This point, what is stepping out again on faith and doing it again and trying again? Literally, that's how I see it now. So yes, let's get wealthy. Let's get wealthy, friends. Okay, y'all, I'm ending this vlog. I really thank y'all so much for the support. And yes. I hope y'all have a great day and night. It's about to be nighttime, y'all. And I'm very tired, so I will catch y'all another time. I don't know when I'm gonna vlog again, but you'll see me when you see me. All right.